All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back to another lesson from Memo. In this video, I'm going to explain to you how rich people don't even pay bills. Okay, and don't let the title fool you. That doesn't mean that if you know a person that makes a lot of money, then they have some kind of immunity or exemption from the power companies or the electric companies. That's not the case. But the way that they handle their money, you might as well go ahead and say that they don't pay bills, really. And let me explain to you what that means. Don't take this title the wrong way. Again, let's get right into it. Okay, now as you can see from the chart in front of you, you see the word job income. You see the word assets, but it's been marked out. Okay. You see the word expenses and you see the word liabilities. Right. And you see these artistically drawn thin green arrows and another long thin green arrow pointing to a dollar sign or pointing from $4 signs. All right. And as you can read from the bottom, this person has no assets. So the income goes straight to Peter and Paul. Okay. Those are basically bill collectors. And they save what little bit they have left, even though the dollar keeps losing value, which is true. Now, this is what your average person does. They save money, they save whatever money they have left over at the end of the month after they've paid their bills and expenses, liabilities, and things like that. And they hoard it in the bank, assuming that it will grow interest. When if you take into an account that $50,000 in like 1905 is the equivalent of $1 million today, that tells you how much value that the dollar has lost in the past century alone. Okay, so what happens is your normal everyday person works a job. Okay, they have zero assets. They have nothing else in their lives that produces any kind of income except a job. That's it, just a job. Okay, and every month or every week, however it goes out towards living expenses, groceries, gas bills, power bill, water bill, things like that. And liabilities, this would include, this is just things that takes money out of your pocket every month, okay? Car note, car insurance, house note, rent for your apartment, whatever the case may be, excuse me. And these are things that you chose to bring into your life. You know, you chose to get a new car, you chose to get a new house, whatever, and you have to pay for it. That's it. And these expenses are usually things that are necessary, okay? Like I said, groceries, bills, things of that nature. This is not the way to live, but this is the way most people in the United States live. Maybe even in other countries. I don't know. I haven't lived in another country since I was like 2 years old. But this is what I see most of the time. And this is what keeps people going on the hamster wheel and dependent on said job. Okay? Solely dependent on that job for everything that they have. If they lose it, they may have a little bit in the bank, a little bit saved up, but that's it, right? Let's take a look at what a rich person does and why I said rich people don't really pay bills per se. As you can see from this example, I have down here written in big bold red letters the word winner because this is the side you want to be on. All right. Now, this person may also have a job, as you can see here, okay, but they also have assets, things that appreciate in value or things that bring in money into their pocket month after month, okay, maybe even quarterly, depending on what it is, right? This person may own a business or several businesses, precious metals, fine art, just, whatever can come to your mind at the moment. Investments, people even do home-based businesses and make, good amounts of money on the side doing those. And you see a thick green arrow here. Okay, the arrow is thick because this person has more income, right? And this arrow points directly up to the word asset income. They use the income they get from all these different assets to cover their expenses, right? Rent, car note. I'm on the wrong section. Let me back up for a second. They use this income to cover their expenses such as food, gas, things like that, bills, right? Also liabilities, which includes, the house note, the car note, excuse me, the car notes with the S on the end, okay? Maybe they own another property somewhere else and another property somewhere else. Do you see where I'm going? People that have money, quote unquote, have assets, okay? That's it. Now you have some people that have great jobs like engineers, doctors, and things like that. But if you really pay attention to what's going on, you'll see that people who have assets and own businesses and things of that nature a lot of times make more than doctors. Okay, unless you're Dr. Phil or something. Okay, you know what? Dr. Phil is a perfect example. He is a doctor, nevertheless, but he has his own TV show. He basically created his own brand around Dr. Phil, right? Nothing really special about Dr. Phil. He's actually, I wouldn't consider him the foremost expert on men, women, relationships, whatever the hell he talks about. There are people who know more than Dr. Phil. He just positioned himself as an authority in that market. But anyway, same deal. He knows what's going on. If he would have just stayed a doctor, he would have made a good income. But since he turned himself into a business, into a brand, right, an asset, I'm pretty sure he has, TV show and books, courses, whatever. I don't know. I don't know what Dr. Phil has. I don't really care about Dr. Phil, to be honest. But the point is, this is the winning side to be on, okay? This is the winning side. And I think I'm done with this video.